Hi, this is Tommy Pope. It's Friday. I'm back at the office. I actually had the opportunity this morning to go to Sunset Park and read to the kids, and they told me it was Crazy Hat Day, so Crazy Mr. Pope brought his white hat that all the good guys wear that actually someone had given me when I was a solicitor. So I had a good morning this morning with those guys. We've had a busy week in Columbia this week. First day, Tuesday, when we got down there, we worked on the retirement bill. You've heard of that, this whole last year about the solvency of the retirement system. And a committee had been formed of House members and Senate members to try to work on those issues. There's still a lot of them to sort out, but we did the initial first steps and passed that bill that went over to the Senate to try to make sure that those funds stay solvent. So that our state workers and actually a lot of municipal workers, school teachers, a lot of different areas of government, that those retirement systems will be there when the people who have done the hard work for those jobs get ready to retire, to make sure it's there. So we got that done. Then Tuesday, because Monday's heavy lifting wasn't enough, we were back on the infrastructure bill. You remember, I guess it's been 2 years ago or more now, we passed the infrastructure bill. It went to the Senate and died to try to get our roads fixed. We did the same thing again this time. The one thing I was a little bit disappointed in this bill, I actually had an amendment. As you guys recall, I have been working on tax reform for most of the time I've been in the legislature, but particularly with my committee, the speaker appointed me to oversee the tax reform, to try to get lower, flatter, fairer taxes. Well, one of the items was reducing the income tax brackets to try to tighten that up a little bit. And I put that bill up as an amendment to the roads bill in hopes of giving some tax relief. On the gas tax, the beauty of the gas tax is the out-of-state people will be paying about a third of our tax to help fix our roads, the very folks that travel here and are using those roads. But I was hoping to give some state citizen tax relief on the back end. Unfortunately, it was ruled to not be germane to the bill we had, and so what I did was take that amendment, convert it to a bill that was read across the desk. A number of members have signed on to it, so we've got some tax relief, and hopefully more coming with the rest of our work of our committee, but some tax relief in the Ways and Means Committee now that, again, I was hoping would relieve the burden somewhat from the gas tax. And then Thursday, today's Friday, Thursday we did Real ID. And that was the issue of our driver's license not being federally compliant. You weren't going to be able to use your driver's license at the airport or to go into federal buildings or to go on military bases. We took the first steps toward addressing that. We passed that bill yesterday. It will get third reading beginning next week. And so those of you that have called me, that have seen in the airport the concern that you won't be able to use your driver's license, that you would have to have a passport, we're working hard with the federal government and the Trump administration to head that off to make sure that no South Carolina citizen will be inconvenienced with the providing the proper ID at the airport. So as you've seen, we've done a lot of lifting this week. I'm glad to be back here at the office, get a little work done. As always, if you need me, Tommy@TommyPope.com. I thank you for allowing me to serve you in House 47.